Greetings, Phoenix Physics students. We're in week 3, and I'm recording this on Wednesday, November 1st. And I have a few things to remind you about. Nothing really new here. You have your interactive overview response due Thursday midnight, Phoenix time. I'm pretty lax on this, so if you get in a little later than that, that's okay. Don't worry about it. But it's better if you post early so I can actually see how you think you're doing, so maybe I can suggest some midweek course corrections. Okay. Anyway, that only takes about a minute, so it doesn't take much time. So if you get a minute, just complete this. More importantly is your discussion response. As you see here, and some students, even in the second week, and now the third week, have not understood that their reply is due by midnight Thursday. Okay, it's spelled out right here. It says due Thursday. And if you click on the assignment, spelled out even further. So due Thursday, that would be November 2nd. And just respond to these prompts here. And if you respond by midnight Thursday, November 2nd, and write something fairly reasonable and give me 175 words, you're likely to get full credit. I mean, in addition, you have to post at least 2 replies to other students' responses by this coming Monday. Okay, that'll guarantee full credit, if you do everything right. So anyway, going back, we have a simulation this week, energy forms and changes. Now, I haven't looked at these submissions yet because they're not due. However, for week 2, I've started looking at those, and it looks like, a lot of you are doing great, but some of you have not read any of my comments or watched any of my videos, judging by your submissions. Okay, it's all pretty much spelled out for you. You just have to read what is said here. Okay, it's all spelled out here in these 8 points. So tell me in your own words what you did in the simulation. Tell me in your own words what you observed. And I also want to see some numbers. So in week 2, you should have given me some pressure values and temperature values in addition to describing what you saw qualitatively. Okay. You should come up with a question. Even if you know all the answers, give me a question because it's asked for and I'm looking for a question. If you don't give me a question, I'm going to take off points. It says, discuss 2 specific ideas from the reading related to the observations. This is a biggie in at least week 1 and week 2, because a lot of students didn't realize, I guess, that by reading, I mean your reading assignment, which is in the Feynman textbook. So for week 2, you should have read chapter 2 and relate ideas in chapter 2 to what you observed in the simulation. This week, you're supposed to read chapter 3 and relate at least 2 specific ideas from chapter 3 to what you observed. Okay, so, and then give me some kind of general statement about what you've learned about energy storage and transfer from doing the simulation. List your references. Okay, at the very minimum, I expect to see your Feynman textbook referenced. So I would expect to see something like this at the end of your essay, because you're supposed to read that and you're supposed to cite it at least twice in your essay. So please pay attention to that. And then, you should always pay attention to spelling and grammar and write like an adult. If you do all that, you'll do fine. Okay. And I see here I haven't yet scheduled a live meeting, but I will. So that'll be Thursday, 6 p.m. Phoenix time. Okay, and if you As always, when you see the link here, just click on the link before Thursday afternoon, and it'll tell you when the meeting starts in your time zone. Okay, so let me go ahead and I'll take care of that. And otherwise, I'm pretty much done, and I hope to see some of you on Thursday during the live meeting.